let me introduce Steve Stucki, who is the director of Skylark Opera, and two of the singers for The Merry Widow by Franz Lehar, Vicki Fingalson and Jeffrey Madison. And I find out that the two of you are married and the leads in this beautiful show.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you sing the pieces that are in the show to one another when you're at home in Duluth?
No, not usually.
Right. We kind of keep work at work,
Uh-huh.
which is okay,
Yeah.
but it's awfully nice and it's awfully comfortable when you have to look longingly into someone's eyes and tell them you love them and ask them to marry you and all kinds of things like that. That it's a natural fit. It works out well.
And I'm sure that kind of chemistry works on the stage for the audience, too.
Hopefully
Yeah.
it'll read really well, and that it's not just us feeling, all these good things in our hearts and souls. I have to admit that, if Jeff's character were to ask my character to marry him at some point during the opera, if that were to happen, I've potentially found my eyes welling up, just recalling that same day a few years ago. So,
Right.
Yeah. So I have to sort of breathe and compose myself and remember that I'm playing a character, and I actually have to respond in a way that will be heard by the audience and not something that's quite so intimate for us. So.
Well, Vicki, you're playing a character named Hannah Glawery. Do I have it correct?
Glavery.
Glawery, Hannah
Yeah.
Glawery, who is the Merry Widow. And Jeffrey, you are Count Danilo Danilovich.
Mm-hmm.
Before the opera starts, boy has met girl and boy has lost girl to somebody who's very wealthy, who's left the widow a millionaire. So, Steve, tell us a little bit more about the plot from this point.
Well, without spoiling it, there's this small country, kind of fictitious country, called Petrovenia, and Hannah is, as you said, had married the richest man in the country. He promptly died and left her all his money, which the taxes from that money account for over half of the revenues of Petrovenia. So it's very important that money stay in the country. And the operetta really deals about how that comes about. The politicians of Petrovenia enlist Count Danilo to protect the widow from anybody foreign marrying her, which would entail all those monies going out of the country. So that's basically what happens. And they, as you say, had a previous relationship, and in the end, things all turn out well.
That's good. It's a real enough of a story that it doesn't veer off into farce, but it's still a fantastic enough story
Right.
that it makes for a great evening of theater.
Right. It's set in a fictitious country that's sort of an operetta in itself.
Mhm.
But the characters are real, and there's some real emotion there, and so yeah, it's a nice balance.